Hi, this is Eli Kranzberg, and welcome to this series on FabFilter's Pro Q2 equalizer. Now, in this series, we're going to look at what makes this EQ unique and special, and particularly this update, this version 2. And I want to jump right in and just go over a quick start of the interface in case you're not already familiar with it. Now, to start off with, we have undo and redo buttons here, and we have compare buttons, so we can have two different versions. And you simply click and drag to start creating nodes. So, for example, that's A, here's B, and I can simply drag like that to alternate between them and click the undo redo button, and it's stepping back through the way I alternated. We have presets over here, and I'll go to default setting, and it initializes this one, but doesn't initialize A. It only initializes the version you're on, which is a very cool feature. We have a help menu to get to various help topics, manual, website support, etc. We have a full screen mode, and this is new in version 2. Click that, and it takes up the full screen, which is great for fine control. Click back and it reverts to one of the preset sizes that we get to at the bottom here, small, medium, large, or extra large, which isn't available at my current screen resolution. Now on the bottom, another new feature, we have a piano display button. So instead of viewing frequencies in relation to the frequency spectrum at hertz and kilohertz, we can view it based on a piano keyboard so we can see musically the nodes that we're drawing and what pitch they represent. We also have MIDI Learn over here. If your DAW supports it, you can MIDI Learn controls by clicking on a knob and then moving a physical controller. And we have the band controls next, and that's what we're seeing here. So you just basically click and drag to create a node, and whatever node you select, the band controls will pop up. We can click here for the different shapes, and we have band pass and tilt shelf, which are new in this version. We can bypass the individual bands with that. We, of course, adjust frequencies here. Hold down Shift for fine movement as you're moving like that, and Command click to snap to a default. And we can also use our mouse wheel, which is really convenient to alter those. We can unlink the left and right like that, so I can move them separately here with the L and R. We can step through the bands over here. There's the second band that's selected, and it shifts over. And there's the first band. We can click the X to delete bands. And another nice new feature is we have the link, gain, and Q button over here. So when we do that, when we move one, the other alternates very subtly to emulate a kind of analog style EQ movement. You see as I move one, the other adjusts. So I'll click that off for now. So those are just some of the highlights. Now at the bottom, we have processing modes over here. We have zero latency, natural phase, which is new, and it emulates the kind of analog EQ phase relationships that we're used to hearing. And of course, there's linear phase, which has been improved as well. And we can switch here between left and right and mid-side. And we have the spectrum analyzer and EQ match mode over here, which is really cool. Let me show you that real quick. When we hover it over here, we can monitor either the pre-EQ or post-EQ signal or the sidechain signal. And this is a freeze button, so we can freeze the spectral analysis. But this is the cool new feature, the spectrum grab. When I play some audio, I'll show you what happens. As soon as I stop, the spectrum freezes, and we can just hover the mouse over here and grab a node like that and drag it down, and it creates a band. And then the rest of the EQ bands revert back to their normal status after that. So that's a really cool new feature. And then we have the new EQ match feature where we can monitor signal coming in via the sidechain to do a match EQ kind of function. Let's just click in the background to get rid of this and look at the output section. So here we have a bypass control where we can bypass all the nodes. Phase invert, and this is a nice new auto gain function. When that's on, the output will automatically be compensated for where we're boosting and cutting. And we can hide or show the output metering over here. And also we have a nice new scaling feature where I drag this, you can see I'm scaling the existing nodes, either reducing them or increasing them. And we can also, of course, adjust the output level and the output pan separately. So that's a little quick start. Welcome to the neighborhood kind of tour around the interface, and we'll dig in deeper in the next video.